Hooptie Joyride with Brian and Steve. All right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Hooptie Joyride. Today, we're going to help you with a common dilemma. How do I move my stuff? That's right. It's Truck Thursday, where we each pick a truck or truck-like vehicle. I guess there's room for some debate there, but that's what we're working on. Again, $5,000 budget to buy, fix, get it on the road, do what we plan to do with it. And let's kick it off. I think you've got the first one.
All right. So the first one is 1983 Dodge Rampage, Sanbornville, New Hampshire. Top of the budget, very close to it, $4,200. The good news is it does run and drive. However, seller says it needs a head gasket. But he does give you the chance to continue to add coolant and just go. LOL, he says. But in the price, you do get an extra 1984 motor. They're 4-cylinder, 2.2 liter, and it's a 4-speed car. The other motor you get has half the miles. So what do? You got $800 to keep buying coolant, or $800 towards putting this motor in and see what you have. All right, let's see what photos we got here.
Not bad.
Okay, so it's kind of sporty with the little front end spoiler there, a little raised hood on the one side. The wheels are pretty cool. With looks like exhaust coming out right behind the, right in front of the rear wheel. Yeah, little pickup truck. The body overall looks clean on it. I don't see rust or dents or stuff like that. So it looks like a pretty solid vehicle. Couldn't tell you last time I saw a Dodge Rampage. Hey, even the interior doesn't look too bad on this.
Yeah, I mean, for the age, a little bit of wear and tear, but you're talking a 40-year-old vehicle at this point.
That's correct. So what would I do? Probably evaluate that spare motor and decide where I'm headed with it versus doing the head gasket job. But other than that, I'm probably not doing much else. Hate to have to keep adding coolant, so I'd probably address that problem. Like I said, you only have $800 left in your budget, but I think you're getting a pretty solid vehicle overall there. What do you think, Dreamer?
Like you said, these are different. You don't see them very often at all. You're not going to have a ton of payload capacity, so I hope you sleep in a twin bed if you're moving apartments. But yeah, they're different. It's clean. It would be cool to show up to a car show, with something like this. Yeah, I kind of like it. And a head gasket on this. I mean, you can't be talking more than $40 or $50 for parts and an afternoon's worth of work. As long as you have a torque wrench, I think you're in good shape.
Yeah, you probably do a timing belt while you're at it, and heck, it's probably not much different than the old Dodge Omnis, the motor on it. So, hint, turbocharged, GLH. Just saying.
If you can do the head gasket cheap enough, I'm sure we could find you a small T3 turbo setup or something from eBay for a few $100 and some sweat equity.
Surprise somebody.
You'd be really hauling.
Yep. All right, Dreamer. What are we dreaming on your end?
This one is a bit of a dream. So it's a 1966 Chevy Malibu. And you're probably thinking, wait a minute, it's Truck Thursday. What is he thinking? We'll get there. It's coming to us from Santa Maria, California. So if I recall, kind of in between Santa Barbara and Ojai and north of Ventura and that whole area. So you would think that if it's been a California car, that it would be in pretty good shape. It's right around the midpoint of the budget, so I've got a little bit more to work with. It does run, but needs some work. It's got a clear title, and delivery can be arranged. The seller says he needs it gone. And so again, why is it a Malibu? Because it's an El Camino. Back in the 60s, they slapped the Malibu nameplate on the El Camino. So this is a little bit of a hybrid in terms of namesake. And look, I think with both of our rides, we could take a pause here and recognize that, yes, there's some debate as to whether it's a car or it's a truck. I don't care. I'm calling it a truck. It's got a bed. You can haul stuff in it. Works for me.
Yep.
That's what I'm working with. As you can see, it's definitely got some dirt and things. The hood has either been primered or replaced or both. The seller did say it's got some rust. You see a little bit of a whiskey dent here or something in the back. But the real problem is here at the top of the A-pillar. So that is just, that's some work. That's some work.
Yeah. So, viewers, I'll just let you know, Dreamer plans on using this next month for Topless Tuesday because it'll be rotted out and it'll be a convertible truck. So be
That's
prepared
true.
a month from now for Topless Tuesday of it, Dreamer's El Camino or Malibu, whatever you want to call it this week.
Yeah, you might see this again. Yeah, I think it's a good, the title is good. So if you can find one, maybe that's in a little bit better shape, or if you're decent with the welder, I think you've got something to work with here. The interior looks about as clean as the outside, maybe worse. So definitely a lot of work involved with this. Not too many other shots of the bed or anything else, but hey, for not a whole lot of money, you've got a pretty interesting classic. You don't see this version of the El Camino all that often. Typically more 70s and 80s, what you see on the road. So, yeah, what do you think?
For me, I'm not that good with the body work, so I'm probably running from this. Like you said, I do like the old cars. I think this is pretty cool. But I think this one falls in the bucket of needing a little bit too much work for me at that budget point, at any budget point at this point. But it is a pretty neat car. But for me, I am going to stay with the Rampage for my pick for the week. So, what do you think, a Dreamer?
I'm hoping you can't hear the long guy in the back.
A little bit, but you're good.
Okay, cool. What do I think? I agree with you. I know that doesn't happen often, but I'm switching to the Rampage. It's still different, still cool. Seems to be in much better shape. Needs a little bit less work, a little bit higher on the budget point, but in a weekend you can be on the road and going to your favorite 84 lumber or other home improvement store and get what you need, or throw in a cooler in the back and going fishing. So, yeah, I'm with you.
Or I'm taking it to go pick up parts for your ride here.
I appreciate it. Well, hey, that's Truck Thursday. So
I'll bring the welder.
Yeah, drop it off.
Yeah. All right.
There's enough work here. You'll never see that welder again.
That is true. That is true.
Anyway, for me or for you, I'm sure some talented viewers out there that could whip this out relatively quickly, but I'm not it. I don't think you're it. So
I'm not it either. So
all right. Well.
All right. So
tune in next week where we might find an actual truck or not for Truck Thursday.
All right. Once again, subscribe, like, and send us your comments. Love to hear from you.
Yeah. We should do a poll. Is an El Camino a truck or a car? Let us know.
All right.
All right.
Until next week. Have a good week.
Peace.